Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to all of you who are just about to join me. I'm sending you a little psychic call, and to all of you who are going to be catching the replay. I hope you're having an awesome day today, whatever you are doing. I hope that you are loving yourself and treating yourself well and thinking good thoughts and eating good food. I've done those things today so far. So I just have a few minutes, but I just got this inspiration and I wanted to pop on here and talk a little bit about, hey Viola, talk a little bit about the number one reason that I see in my 10 plus years of working with women, coaching women, being a therapist, just, working very deeply and intimately with women. So I'm just going to spell it out right here. The number one reason women stay single who don't necessarily want to be single is because they don't know what they don't know. They don't know what they're doing wrong. They don't know what's pushing men away. They don't know that what they think is actually being receptive is being passive. They don't know the difference between pursuing and allowing. They don't know the difference between curiosity and criticism. They don't know that if a man doesn't feel wanted and desired and appreciated, he won't stick around. So my point here is that there's 100 different things that you may not know. I certainly didn't know years ago. And the things that I didn't know are the things that cost me love. They're the things that cost my relationships from lasting. They're the things that cost me from choosing men who were a good fit. They're the things that had me stay too long with not a great man and fuck it up, excuse me, with one who maybe had potential, right? I was thinking about this, two things. In my early 20s, I was with a man who I was crazy about. We just had one of those like deep soul karmic. I actually had many, many images and memories of us in former lives together. So there was this very deep kind of like karmic soul bond. And we could not be with each other and we could not be without each other. I think it was close to 7 years that we went back and forth, and I don't know that we were ever together longer than 3 months at a time in those 7 years. So there was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of drama. God, there was a lot of tears, It was kind of a circus. And if I had known what I know now, I definitely would have made different choices. So I want to let you know that if there are things that you don't know, blind spots that you have, I had so many blind spots. And one of the things that has just given me a lot more freedom in relationship in particular, in life in general and relationship in particular, is not having as many blind spots so that I can kind of navigate what shows up because I know myself and I understand men. And I have much more kind of knowledge and information about how men and women really relate well. So I don't know if that made a lot of sense. It wasn't the most eloquent way to say it. But my point is that my blind spots don't get in my way as much because there aren't as many of them. So in the last couple of weeks, I've had a number of conversations with women. And what I often hear is, there's some level of kind of like they're confused and they're also blaming themselves. So, like a woman recently, she was telling me, my last 3 relationships, they looked like they were going this direction and then they started going another way. And, I don't know if it was me, I don't know if it was him. They're just like kind of like very confused about this whole landscape of relationship. And there's often also kind of like an added layer of blaming themselves. So it got me thinking about, when I was younger, I've always kind of been a foodie, but when I was younger, I didn't really know how to cook. And so I would make these meals and then be kind of disappointed about the way they tasted. And so cooking my own food wasn't really that satisfying. And then I took some cooking classes, and I went to a woman's house once a week for a few weeks who had been a professional chef. And not only did she, it was really different than reading a cookbook, reading a recipe in a cookbook. I watched her. I watched how she cut things. I watched how she prepared. I watched the timing. And all of a sudden, I had a repertoire of like 5 or 6 things that I could make really well. Not only did it help me to enjoy those meals, but it gave me a confidence. It's like it gave me some versatility in the kitchen. I knew how to cut more efficiently, and I knew how to prep better, and I knew what foods, what seasonings to use. So this is just kind of an analogy I was thinking about. I took some lessons from somebody who was a pro, and then I got a lot better at it. So what I'm going to leave you with, because I got to get with another client in a few minutes, is it's okay not to know what you know. But if it's keeping you single and you're not loving that, maybe it's time to learn some new stuff. Okay, you guys have a great day. If you're catching the replay and you have any questions, just drop a line in here. Let me know that you were here, and talk to you soon. Bye.